I would like to invite Mr. Deep Singh will explain role of East resources under East South Sindhu consortium in academic and research education. So welcome, sir. Please, you can explain.
Honorable Director, sir, respected deans, and faculty fraternity, dear students and dear staff. Good evening and namaskar. This is my second session. Yesterday was also there for another group. I am here just to share information regarding e-resources, the e-resources which are available through InfluMNet MHRD, and also the e-resources which have been negotiated by InfluMNet for entire India. As I mentioned, the role of the e-resources under East Sindhu consortium in academic research education. Actually, this is the initiative of MHRD through InfluMNet, Information Library Network. Information Library Network is a center set up by UGC under MHRD, and they are taking care of all e-resources to be provided to CFTIs and all these institutes, universities. As you know, earlier there were 3 consortium in India, like Invest AICT Consortium for technical institutes, second one for universities, UGC Infonet, and Enlist. So now they have merged all the 3 consortium in single one, and name is given East Sindhu Consortium, and these are also under InfluMNet Center. They are taking care of negotiation of and the pricing and all these subscription amount. The aims and objectives of this consortium is to negotiate the amount. See, e-resources are very expensive, very, very expensive these are. So that point of view, there is a possibility of negotiation to bring them down. Publishers are quoting very high rates. So even 60 to 70% discounts are available. So for keeping that point of view, they have set up this kind of committee. Steering committee is there, and the representation of IITs, IIMs, IIC Bangalore, NITs, they are member of it, and they negotiate with the publishers. And also the main aim is to give a platform for higher education, for research, and to provide access to the scholarly content available in open access through. Now, who we are, as mentioned, in CFTIs, 32 NITs, SLITs, and NARIST, we are the 32. Then IITs, IIC Bangalore, they are 24, IIMs 20, and triple ITs, ISET, and all these are there. NETers and 11. So these are the ISOs also there. So these are the CFTIs, centrally funded technical institutes, which are being considered through MHRD. Also, beside CFTIs, universities are there, AICT institutes, approved institute, affiliated institutes are there, colleges are also there. They can also subscribe on negotiated prices. So what e-resources they are having? Like mentioned over here, ACM Digital Library, American Chemical Society, American Institute of Physics. There's a huge list is there. I have mentioned over here in the 3-4 PPTs. Keeping the shortage of time, as mentioned, I have to cover within 30 minutes at 2 PPTs presentation. So these are the like ASCE, American Society of Civil Engineers, American Society of Mechanical Engineers, even in the pure sciences also. So I will show you the things of all these resources on the main page of the e-resources portal. What we are having, okay. So in MNIT, these were there negotiated by them, but what MNIT is getting, we are getting ACM Digital Library, American Society of Civil Engineers, American Society of Mechanical Engineers, Economic Political Weekly, JGate, JSTOR, Oxford University Press, and Web of Science Leads Access. So these have been negotiated for MNIT Jaipur. So we can access all these, and these have been funded by MHRD. We are not paying a single penny from our own pocket, but these are taken care of by MHRD.
Out of these, where the Elsevier journals comes, which we see.
I'll show you, sir. I'll show you that I'll show you by main page of ESS.
Because out of these, it is not visible where Elsevier comes.
Yeah, I'll show you, sir. I'll show you. Now, off campus, remotely. Actually, I have requested all publishers. They are providing remote access. ESS also consider a request. They are the ESS. All these resources that I showed you earlier, these are available remote access. Through remote access, you can access from your home, wherever you are, out of campus also. So these journals are available. Beside what we are subscribing from our own pocket, like Elsevier, IEEE, Sage, Emerald. These are not part of it. These are not part of ESS, but we are subscribing. So they are also providing. The last date was 30th June. So we are requesting them to extend the date till next 2-3 months, so that we can continue the same. But in the next subscription, we are just paying the amount. Just paid the amount last week. So we are requesting them to. Earlier it was that the journals will be provided on the IP range of the institute. But now we are saying, okay, beside IP range of the institute, they should provide it through remote access. So on the IP username and ID, you can access from any corner of the globe. So that kind of facility, they will provide it. Obviously, seamless in the IP and then off campus also. In off campus, all publishers are supporting, as I mentioned, that they are supporting us nowadays, and they are providing all e-resources how to browse from remote. So they have set up the mechanism of this. If you click on anyone, they have given that a link there. If you click on that, you can access it. I'll show you the main page. Yes, search. If you want to search all these, I'll let you know. Just a minute. It has been connected with the Google. So if you have some query through the Google, that also you can search here. If you type over here, the system will like you browse through the Google search engine. Similarly, they have connected with the ESS has been connected with the Google. So whatever you type there, the same thing you can type here. You can browse that collection here also. Second, in the second one, you can click here. You can type your keywords like your chemical reaction or what subject you are having, topic you are having. So that you just type it and you get the research, that output of the results. So these are the way. Now I let you know who we are. Like as I mentioned earlier, CFTIs. In CFTIs, we are here. Malaviya Institute of Technology, Jaipur. Director Professor Udaya Kumar Yadagatti. And this side, right side, me. So this is the brief about that. Now, what collection we are getting? As I mentioned earlier, this is a calculation given by the MHRD, East Coast Sindhu. This is the collection which is available with us.
Sir, anyone can access it. It's not required that NIT, IIT or those members can access it. You don't need any login ID password. कोई भी इसको आके private net से
Yes.
anyone from private college or some anyone.
No, they can't. If IP is there, in IP it is there, they can. If you suppose you are the member of this institute, you get a username and ID for the remote access, and if you use that one, if you share with your any friend somewhere in Ajmer or another city, it's up to you. And it was happened with the IEEE, and there was a query from USA. Someone in Ajmer, one faculty in Ajmer Engineering College is using that one full text. Then we caught that person. They didn't disclose the name, but they told me someone is from MNIT. They shared this is the problem. So that is another issue. But is not a commercial way. They are using for the academic purpose. That's another issue. But this is not the way to. It's systematic. No, don't ask. Not ask. They won't ask. They won't ask you. And if someone, the other person, the strange person is using that one. Obviously, that IP and through even you are using by your gadgets or by your laptop, mobile, desktop, they will identify the terminal and from where it is. They will locate it. They will report us, and they will they will block the services. It has been happened.
I go to my hometown and I'm using my Jio internet.
Yes, then you can. That's why there's a remote access. It is available nowadays. And also in the coming subscription, you are requesting them to provide this remote access services. Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you explain 2-3 things out of that? One is Web of Science lead access. Last one. Web of Science lead access.
Yes.
इससे नीचे वाला.
So problem over there.
There is more also at the end.
Yes, talking about this, 10,000 journals and all, what for difference of languages.
Only citations.
Yes, citations can be.
No good.
It's a database services. It's a database service, not the full text.
And this JGate and JSP.
JGate is an aggregator. JGate is an aggregator. Is a gateway. Whatever we are subscribing the MNIT Institute, like from MNIT Pocket or from East Coast Sindhu, all things, all journals and e-resources are compiled into JGate. Then they are providing a federated search. To the federated search, if you are search any journal or any topic like on chemical reaction, if you type the chemical reaction, the system, the JGate will browse the entire collection of MNIT, all resources, they will provide the results. Okay, you need not to go by like Elsevier or somewhere in a SAIS publication, Taylor and Francis, this and that, blah, blah, blah. No need to go anywhere. On a single platform, you just use it, you type it, and you will get the results. They will browse, they will show you the results. So this is the single platform for that one.
Actually, Google also gives the same.
Google is not authentic, sir. Google is not authentic. These are publishers' societies are there.
It gives you such results, that's all. Now, whether we have access or not, that's another issue.
No, fine. But even Google, see, if you type cloud, there are so many meanings of the cloud is there. No, there. So
Google search.
Google search is there. Yes, but resources are like gateway. These are the gateways are there. These are search engines, gateways so that you can access that. But JGate doesn't have anything. Is a platform, is a gateway, is an aggregator, is a browser. Yeah.
And what about JSTOR?
JSTOR is similar to.
Similar.
Is there? Some open source are there, then naturally full text would be available. So these are the.
These browsers are exclusively for publication for technical.
No, not only for all these things, for literature also.
Yeah, literature.
Like management is also there. Humanities and social sciences also there, like Sage and Singh. These are taking care of humanities and social sciences. Like Oxford University Press is also, like in languages. Like management for Emerald is especially meant for management. So we are also subscribing in Emerald.
So it's access to the publication only if you are subscribed.
So see, there are two things. One side, they are. I let you the next screen. ESS is negotiating with many of the publishers, but the package what we have seen, that's with us. Like IITs are getting more than us. IITs, all the setups, even new IITs are getting little less side. The old IITs are getting more. So they depend on R&D work and the setup according to the setup of the institute. So obviously the NITs are next to the IIT. So obviously we are getting little lesser side. But they are negotiating with a lot of number of. I showed the list of. Here is the list of e-resources, full text e-resources. Here you can see. Now here you can see number of. ACM, American Chemical Society, American Institute of Physics. All are there. Hundreds of. So these are there.
It gives as to how many students are subscribing this, right?
Yes, sir. So they are negotiating.
And the number of journals
Number of journals.
in each case.
Pardon?
In each case,
Yeah, in each. So you want to see the number of journals?
it is giving them.
It's already mentioned there. Yes. So this is the way to get the assistance from the ESS. So they are supporting research R&D work and higher education, and especially is a very supportive to research scholars. So this was about brief about Isho Sindhu. If you want to ask anything, you can ask me, please.
In a way, the prices which have been negotiated by Sindhu applies on the students CFTIs.
No. So for all, they're subscribing for all. For example, when our neighboring institute like JECRC, Gyan Vihar University or SKIT, any, if they approach ESS, the same price will be applied to them also. Yes. So they have to take the membership of that. So this was the brief about ESS, role of ESS in higher education. Now I'm going to the next one. The next one is can you? The next one is on the National Digital Library. National Digital Library is a very good initiative of Government of India.
Yes, sir.
Yes, they are having it. So now I'm coming to the next slide. That is a presentation that National Digital Library of India, a digital initiative of higher education for academic excellence. Actually, NDL, National Digital Library, NDLI, is a setup under this National Mission on Education through ICT. So this is organization under MHRD, and under that one, their NDL has been set up by them. What exactly NDL is doing is they are collecting, compiling, and disseminating the information. they're preparing the metadata of all collection available in different institutes. They are contributing their literature. Then it is collected, compiled, and then it is making it available to all needy institutes and users. Also, they are working not only for engineering, science, and technology. They are working for literature, humanities and social sciences, management, even medicine, medical sciences. So they are having the huge scope of collection. Now, what kind of collection they are having is, they are having the collection which is not part of the library. Sometimes what happens, there are so many research papers presented in different conference seminars, national, international, by either research scholars and faculty members, but that's not available in the libraries. For example, Professor Vyas, if you have presented paper in any international conference, how the other people will come to know about the paper? There is no platform unless until you have to share with someone. So NDL is the way through that you can contribute your paper there, and the people will come to know, and entire globe. So this is the way to, and how you will contribute is, that is IDR. Each institute is having an IDR. Each institute is having an IDR, Institutional Digital Repository. We do also have the IDR, is maintained by the CCC, and it is mandatory to contribute your work, even your class notes, your literature, your books, what you have written, or your papers, even your any other study material you are having, all are supposed to be contributing to that, so that the students can get it benefited maximum optimally. And also the students of other institutes, they should also know what IIT faculty members are having this kind of literature, so they will also come to know. Similarly, our students will also will be benefited with the literature written by IIT faculty members, so they're also contributing. So NDL is having such a huge collection which has been produced by IITs, IIMs, IIT Bangalore. They are contributing it, and won't believe our students can get it benefited. So you just guide the students how to use it, how to browse the collection, how to use it, how even they can whatever your assignment you give, they should use all this literature, and so which is not part of the library but it is available. People don't know about that. That's why today we are sharing this information. As I mentioned, is also working beside the EST, Engineering Science and Technology are working for the law, medical, social sciences, and literature also. And since we are having humanities and social sciences, a setup of department, and pure sciences also there, physics, chemistry, maths, as well as management. So they are also taking care of it. They are there. Beside, I'll let you know.
One thing I wish to point out. Currently, our publications, full text cannot be shared with other, say, library also, and even library cannot put on its website because the
Obviously
copyright is with the publisher.
Yes, sir. That's why.
So that will go into copyright infringement.
That's true. That's idea is taking care of this. So IDR, Institutional Digital Repository, being prepared, they are taking care. If you are contributing your paper, is open. Even I will show you that one. If you are going to contribute, yeah.
Continuing such question, we have different e-books, right? How these copyright issues addressed during these collections of e-books in NDL?
See, ebook is a different issue and NDL is a different issue. It's a contributory system. Ebook, if you are publish any ebook, publisher will take care of this one, not you. Who is taking that? Who is having that copyright? Either author or the publisher. So that's between you and them. If they allow you, they can. If they don't allow, if they have the copyright, you might have seen the second page of title, the copyright with the whom publisher. So even author cannot, copy it. So that depends on that. But brief about that one, yes, sir. Brief about the book. coverage and subject coverage, table of content, that can be seen into that, written by you. Yes, sir.
My personal feeling was that the MTech thesis and PhD thesis, which MNIT is taking into its repository,
Yes, sir.
can be shared with NDLI.
Yes.
And it can share with the viewers a limited content like Google Books.
So,
And if somebody wants the full text, then they can charge a little amount so that it will be a source of earning to MNIT also and to NDLI.
it's really good question, and really, sir, actually, this is a burning issue, and also nowadays, I'll let you know. Earlier, this is the project reports being submitted to the library or academic section. They were not having the CD and all that soft copy, but nowadays it's mandatory for all. So the supervisors, the teachers are supposed to ask the students to submit that work along with the soft copy. So we are also getting the soft copy. Now what we are doing, all those soft copies of thesis work and their dissertation, we are making it able to the idea section in CCC. So they are giving the data onto that. So we are providing the information, the student's name, research scholar's name, and the supervisor's name, and the year and the subject area, the coverage of this topic, and the keywords. So we are putting to that. It can be given by you also. Suppose under you 4 or 5 students are working and research scholars are there, you can put, after completion of the research, you can put into that. Now,
every supervisor has to, or every student has to submit to them to idea. Without that, it is not being examined.
nowadays it is mandatory. Nowadays, yes, sir. Yes, but yes, as mentioned, up to absolutely that can be brief. It can be shown, but not full text. Full text, the research base is not available. So
Thesis is being shared with the academic section
yes,
in form of
in form of CV.
and that is being put in the
Idea somewhere, but sometimes institutes are having objection. They don't want to. Then we can't see.
My feeling is that they can share with the viewers like Google Books. In Google Books, what they are doing, if somebody is searching something and it is available in some part of book or something, right? So they show very limited content.
Exactly.
And if it is of interest to the viewer, they ask that you can.
The same limitation with the NDL also.
Ideas should also do that. What my feeling is that, because that can be a source of earning to the institute. That's what my feeling.
In coming time, like maybe IIT Kharagpur is heading this institute, so they may make a policy for this one, and obviously the problem can be solved. But right now, people are facing the problem because the evolution again. That's like with the books. Similarly, with the work done by the research scholars, same thing is there.
Because copyright on those theses is with MNIT.
Yes, exactly. So I think there should be a policy of Copyright Act evolution of and all that. So it should be followed. So this was the thing, and now I wanted to share one more thing. The study material and all this in National Library. Sorry, you can study at home. You need not to come to institute. And different programs are there. Different literature is available in different for the school children. Even they are taking up the school children. And UG program for engineering, not only for engineering, for social sciences, pure sciences, and for language, literature students, management studies. So all these are there. Let's click on that. Like in chemical engineering, all these subject areas are there.
Link is not provided.
There's a link as well.
Link is there then.
So these are the subject areas being covered by NDL. And even there is no need of registration. Anybody can is there, but anybody can browse it and can borrow it. But I have given the provision for registration also. Just wait. always coming to the same one. Yeah. So they are different courses. That's a part of my PPT, in fact. Anyway, so we can share from here only. So here in engineering, here are some of the areas we can cover. Yeah, which is there.
No books are there. Books are not there. You see,
Or videos are there, video lectures are there. Huh?
NPTEL is
Like, well, that depends on literature, what we are sort of looking for. Study at home. I have seen the books are also there. In computer science, the different presentations are there. These are the presentations submitted in some areas. So I humbly request all chemical fraternity to submit your contribution to. Pardon?
what are these are presentations.
Presentations submitted by the faculty members on different areas of engineering science and technology, like computer science. So you can enjoy, anybody can browse it, can enjoy it. So again, I'm going to the next slide. As I mentioned, study at home. All subjects are there beside humanities and social science and literature and science and schooling education study material. Beside nowadays, number of science laboratories are there. They are working especially on the COVID issue, and they are doing like a national chemical laboratory NCL Pune. They are working on it. So for the literature for them also available there. What they are doing, that you can see. They keep on contributing the ideas and innovative ideas what they are having. So they keep on adding to the NDA. So these were the things which were being available to the users in India. As mentioned by browsing by type, I'll let you know that. Just a minute. By subject, by type, you can see here. If you want to go by type, what kind of type literature we are having is having text. Not only beside the text, they are having videos, they are having images, audios, presentations, as mentioned earlier. So by type, you can search whatever you want to like. You can go accordingly. Then after you can go by subject. Whatever subject you are having, that you can type here. You can, like, for example, again I'm coming to this. Chemical engineering. Hope we should get something.
No results match. Actually,
So-
what I would like to tell you, actually, Google provides much easier and faster platform than anything else, and that's why people go there directly.
Mhm.
They search to a limited database, whereas Google has an ambit of very large number of, and it provides in a very fast. You must have also experienced.
Yeah, I have seen that one, and obviously that is being used by a number of students. They used to come to library and they're talking about. But NDS have what collection they are having is huge. The contribution of yours, the fraternity, that is not available with Google. That's the main thing.
They are
Here it is mandatory. Here it is mandatory.
also available. Only thing is that they are bound by the copyright.
Exactly. That is also there. And also, like IITs, NITs, and VR. So, is it now from Government of India side, is mandatory for all of us. But there, I don't know, it's not bound. It's not bound. There's no compulsion about all this, whether they contribute it or not. They, if you want to, they can. In Google. In Google.
Copyright limitations are there also.
Limit, that is okay. That is there.
They take you to that material. Now it is up to you whether you have the rights to see the copyright or not. That's the,
Yeah.
they take you to the material and very fast.
Thank you. So again, I'm coming to the point. So by source also you can different sources are there, like not only NPTEL videos are there, get get exams and all that. They are also part of it. NDL and joint admission exams, that's also part of it. And NCRT, South Asian Council, a number of resources are there which are contributing to NDL. Not only the literature of faculty members and all that. Beside, all organizations are joining the hands with NDL. Not only the teachers working with the institutes. No. Beside this, their organizations are there. Number of organizations are joining the hands with NDL, and they are contributing their teacher. So this is the way to search. If you want to register yourself, you can register here, and then after you can enjoy it. If you want to register right now, you can also open and you can register right now. If you have that the gazettes with you or lapis, you can register. This is a registration form. Once it is registered, you can access NDL literature without any problem. Brief information is to be given to this format. So this was the brief about National Digital Library and Services, and is really very good initiative of Government of India and by MHRD. I hope these tools and techniques would definitely be useful for our students and teachers and for teaching learning purpose. In my previous webinars, I have been giving the webinars during this lockdown period at national, international level. There I have been discussing number of tools and techniques like Moodle, Blackboard, Zotero, EndNote. There are so many. And big data management. There are 10 tools are there, techniques are there in big data management. So I have been discussing all these things in this one, and I shared. I think you have been receiving my mails regularly. Different e-resources and all these things, and number of publishers are allowing us for remote access. Now I'm going for, in future I'm going for the Nimbus. Nimbus is also gateway. Nimbus is providing the remote access. So for trial access, I'm going for that on Nimbus. So through Nimbus, you can get the trial access of all. And one more proposal is there with me for the ebooks. The trial access for 1 month for ebooks. So that also I'll share with you, all of you. Then you can enjoy it, and then after you just give your feedback so that we can continue for that one. And also one good information I want to share with you is that right now, in the month of March, I got the sanction from the director sir for the textbooks for 40 lakh rupees for the institute. That was for print textbooks. But now what I am thinking about is that at the print books, and in place of print books, we can go for e-books, online version of the books, so that maximum students can use it. See, there's a limitation with the printed books. I can purchase 10 or 20 copies of a title, but I cannot cater all the 100% students in need of that book. So with the help of ebook, the optimal students can use it, and optimally, and even through remote access they can use it. There is no need to come to library. So this kind of benefits there. So I will request the higher authority to allow me to submit this kind of proposal to purchase this kind of books on perpetual access. Perpetual access, forever with us, not for the 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, forever with us. So that kind of literature, ebooks, I will propose to the director, sir, so that we can go for that. I think all of you are agree with this.
What you're saying, the 40 lakh rupees is for print books.
In place of print books, textbooks.
40 lakh rupees have been sanctioned for print books or e-books? Print books.
Is right now it's print books only, because that time this concept was not there. So because of the COVID and all this pandemic and all that, I think we will continue with this. This situation will keep on.
1 year minimum. Minimum 1 year.
No.
This situation is going to
Situation, yeah, you can say,
minimum 1 year.
but obviously because of this condition, we are transforming a new era. So in new era, teaching, learning, online things are going on. So why not we? Why can't we think about those things for permanently?
Those e-books are only in a form of PDF.
No, not in online.
Online, they cannot be downloaded.
Obviously, you can download. You can download.
Come in a format which is
It's already given. You can download chapter wise. They're just like a book. It's just like book. Table of content is there. Either one can chapter number 1, chapter number 2, chapter number 3. But you can't download systematically from content to index bibliography. No. Systematic download is not allowed. But chapter randomly you can access. You can browse it. So that kind of facility is available with the ebooks. So this was the brief about National Digital Library of India and its services for the students and the research scholars, and obviously for teachers, academic fraternity. So I hope that this will be these literature will be used, and these search engines and tools and techniques will be used in your teaching, learning, day-to-day programs, and the assignment be given, and you can ask your students to utilize these things, use these things in your routine activities, service, academic activities. So thank you very much for giving the platform, and I hope you enjoyed a lot. And if you have any query, you can ask me. You are having my email ID and password, and the email ID and my phone number, so you can call me anytime. So thank you, sir, so that they invited me.